What's going on, everyone? It's Kawande, the coolest geek you know, back with another one. Book 5 is here, man. The story is almost wrapped up, but we got a lot to talk about in this one. So this book starts right off after we've just lost Fish Stick. So sad. But the crew is currently under fire. They gotta try and find a way to escape or push through the IO guards to move to the next area. While the rest of the crew is pinned down, Batman and Catwoman come in and ambush to help support the rest of the crew and knock out the rest of the IO guards. What's crazy though is Ragnarok is ready to just hit somebody with his axe, and Batman stops him and says, "No, we can't kill them. No killing." And Ragnarok's like, "Well, why not?" And then Batman replies, "If we kill them here, they die for real. This is murder." They end up just knocking everybody out, sparing them, and moving forward to the next area. They run into this little meeting room, and from there they kind of see that it looks like somewhere to plan all the activities and events that happen within the Fortnite Battle Royale world, which is really interesting because we know that Agent Jones was part of the Imaginary Order and he defected. So maybe this is like the headquarters that he used to work at, and it shows just how in control the rest of the people in the Imaginary Order are in the island and what happens on it. They leave that room and come across more IO guards. So the rest of the crew stays back, and Deathstroke is like, "Hey man, don't you have nitrogen capsules?" And Batman kind of stammers for a bit and he's like, "Wait, what? Oh, okay, I get what you're saying." He throws these nitrogen capsules and it kind of freezes everything for a little bit, and then Deathstroke uses this staff that shoots like some beam of energy out and it neutralizes the whole situation, so they're able to pass through. Once they keep pushing, they kind of see this glow as they enter this next section, and everyone's talking about how there's a distinct energy that they feel. It's unique. It almost feels like it's everything that they're familiar with, not only on the island but at home. So it has the energy of everything pretty much. That's when they run into the 0 point. So if you remember back in season 5, how Jonesy kind of jumps into the 0 point and neutralizes it. This is the area where the energy is kind of harnessed and accessed. So there's this giant energy tube that's coming up. It's multicolored. It looks just like the 0 point, but if it were a cylinder rather than a sphere. They come to the conclusion that this is their ticket home, but they don't know how to access the energy. Well, the Voyager skin actually can't wait. He knows that this is where he's supposed to go. This is the way home. They get too excited and they end up jumping right into the 0 point. Not only do they get eliminated, they end up getting parts of their body ripped off and thrown into another dimension. Kind of crazy. They realize, oh well, we can't just jump in there. We gotta find a way to harness the energy and make it work for us rather than against us. So everyone kind of devises a plan. They have a cable that connects to the terminal that used to be the control panel for the 0 point. Then they have like this big reflective mirror or a piece of metal to reflect the energy off of. And then from there, the 0 point should change to the specific land or area that whoever's holding the end of the cable belongs to. Batman tells Raider, since she's been here the longest, grab the cable, we'll try and guide the energy toward the 0 point that you emit while you're holding the cable, and hopefully your homeland will show up. Raider has the cable in her hand, emits the energy, and it reflects back into the 0 point, and she's stunned because she realizes this is it. I haven't seen home in so long. So she's able to let go of the cable. She runs up to the 0 point and jumps in, and she's back to where she belongs, back home. I don't know if we're ever gonna see the Renegade Raider back in the game ever again. But they realize that it works. They all take turns holding the cable, and one by one they all get a chance to go home. They need more than one person to have this process work for them. It's not like it can be a one-person job. They're slowly whittling down their numbers till it's about 4 of them. You have Deathstroke, Catwoman, Batman, and Bandolette. So they're getting ready to go home. Deathstroke's like, "Man, I can't wait to go back." And Batman kind of stops him for a second and says, "But you know me from my past, don't you?" Deathstroke's like, "Yeah, what does that have to do with anything?" He's like, "You know about my nitrogen capsules. I hadn't used them since I got on this island, so it seems as though you're here to stop me from doing something." Batman also points out that Deathstroke was using his staff against Fish Stick because the burns that he had seen on the Imaginary Order guards are consistent with the burns that match on Fish Stick's scales. He kind of singles them out and shows that, "Hey man, you're not our friend, you're our enemy here. So either we work together and go home, or I'm gonna have to handle business myself and then take you home." Batman, Catwoman, Bandolette, and Deathstroke, they end up having this fight for a little bit, until Deathstroke is finally like, you know what, forget this. He pulls out the 0-point gun that Jonesy had in the beginning of season 5, points it at the 0-point energy, and is able to jump back into Gotham City, but he leaves Catwoman and Batman there. So they're stuck in this world that's not the Fortnite loop, but the actual Fortnite world and the headquarters for everything that happens there, and they have no way home. I don't know how they're gonna get home. I'm kind of stressing out about it because they might just be stuck there forever unless they find a way to set up the 0-point console to make it so that they can get back to Gotham City. But we're gonna just have to wait and see till the next book comes out, man. I hope you guys have been enjoying this storyline as much as I have. I think it's really cool that Epic decides to throw together an entire story besides the actual timeline of a season. It's actually like bringing in some lore to the game, which I think is really interesting and cool, something to geek out about. You know, I now have 4 comics that are not only Fortnite themed but Batman, and you guys know I love Batman, so it's just perfect. That's it for this one, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me that thumbs up, drop a sub with the noties on so you guys never miss anything, all right? And I'll catch you guys in the next one.